Hello everyone, today is 25 December 2019. It's Christmas Day. It's very lucky I'm still alive. This is Mr KeJi XU, a cracking Chinese refugee living in the UK since 2005. How is lucky? I don't know, but I know every day Prime Minister Boris Johnson sent the gangsters illegal monitor me 24 hours per day. They accompany me to spend the Christmas Eve. I don't know, like this guy. Yeah, and switch on the lights. And how the day they come together. Yeah, they may be said that they are the Uber, they are working. It's not true. Maybe it's true. Why? Because this is excuse how they do it. You see, this golden line. Yeah, since I moved to the UK, I can see that every morning. Yeah, this guy, when I come here, you see, they pretended to do something. Last time I showed this 24 hours. Yeah, illegal monitor me how they do it. Yeah, and also I showed they switch on the lights. The people around me, they pretend to pass by. Yeah, or especially for some take the kids, take the luggage, work dogs, work cats, everything. Yeah, they're very interesting me, and always one front, one back. Yeah, and put me caught in the middle. Sometimes the Romania gun, yeah, Bulgaria gun, yeah, they did this everywhere. Last night, the one South Asia car and hit my right mirror, yeah, when I was sitting there to write something in the Tesco parking. So just hit my mirror, they can kill me? Yes, because inside my body, the biology, chemical weapon, they need one element. The element can be produced, yeah, when I have been scared. So those things is repeat scenario. It is 12 December 2019. The black guy reversed the car, deliberate to hit my bumper when I was sitting in the front Tesco. So this is a thing public cannot believe, never imagine. This can kill me. They are the killers. Prime Minister Boris Johnson, Priti Patel, Dominic Raab, they are behind those killers because they are the murderers of Mr KeJi XU, a political intrigue without tracing. So, I don't know. The new my death date plot is 15 March. It's 3 days after my birthday. So, in case I'm still alive during that time, the death date is 15 March 2020. You know, the Bank of the UK, the CEO, Mark Carney, is very famous. Yeah. His out of going is delayed 3 times. But they said this is for the Brexit, for the UK out of Europe. Is this the reason? Maybe, but the Mark Carney is suspect to murder of Mr KeJi XU for clear tracing because my bank account in the NatWest Bank, the CEO, Rose Allison, have the great contribution to dodgy in my bank for complete murder of KeJi XU for clear tracing. So, promoter to the Royal Bank Scotland as the CEO. As we know, this NatWest Bank, they should have the backup data in the Bank of UK. So, the Mark Carney, yeah, breaks down is on the 31 January 2010, but his departure is set up, delayed to 15 March. And his successor, Andrew Bailey, he is current CEO, Financial Conduct Authority. This Andrew Bailey is suspect of murder of KeJi XU. Behind my insurance company, Churchill, swap the cover, and the Viva's branch. All those insurance, cancel my insurance. Churchill insurance made hoax data to kill Mr KeJi XU as a contribution made by Andrew Bailey. So Andrew Bailey succeeds, become CEO of the Bank of the UK. That meaning you cannot recognize who is clear the tracy of the murder of KeJi XU. Why? Because there is two rules, between now until 15 March. So this scenario as two person install one post, have the repeat huge scenario repeat in my appearance, live in the UK. Really, I don't know. But the Chancellor, Sajid Javid, support, promote Andrew Bailey become the CEO of the Bank in England. The Sajid Javid is a former Home Secretary of the UK. He is organizer behind Andrew Bailey Financial Conduct Authority to attempt to use bank card machine for fraud as a dirty attack on Mr KeJi XU in 2017. In 2017, I have been released from third times in the mental health hospital. This 2 cars is gone. This is all the golden line. So in 2017, I don't know how I escaped from the death gate. I'm so lucky. 24 April 2017, I have been released, but I feel very, very dangerous. So, how can I do? I decide move to the London. It is the 27th April 2017. So this is the Prime Minister Theresa May temporarily suspend a dirty attacked it Mr KeJi XU used the name as part of a global traffic prostitute ring for murder innocent people. Just aim to illegally remove me from the UK to China. Use seaports of South East. This guy is coming as well. When I record, you see everything. Yeah, they know I start the recording. Yeah. They illegal monitor me is on the board daytime, like the robbers bank on the board daytime. Let me back to continue about 2017. I start worker in the coffin, digital up and set up by corruption Prime Minister Theresa May as a Leytonstone London restaurant run by Chinese intelligence gangsters, Jing Yanling, and his wife Ni Zhenjun. So, 8th July 2017, 5 days late, the CEO of Independent Inspector of Border Agency published a report about Southeast seaports in the Essex. This report is hard evidence about Prime Minister Boris Johnson, Poti Patel, murdered 39 Margarita is just aim to kill Mr KeJi XU. So, This report found the weakness in the bottom valuable seaports is perforated in the galleys I6. That's 39 Margarita murdered there. And that lorry is bought in 2017 January. The bulk of the gangster, the bulk between the gangster and the Theresa May is Commander Karen Baxter, City of London Police Forces. She is currently in charge, national economic criminal. So that's the type as dirty attacked. Mr KeJi XU is used payment since bank card machine food in the Leytonstone restaurant. You never imagine. It's beyond my knowledge. So this inspector border agency report is set up assignment in November 2016. It is 24th November 2016. I have been arrested by PC 1225 West Edward West and the PC Perks. Yeah, they crash the door of my room, assisted by the gangster Natalie and her boyfriend and my landlord Peter Peterford. Peter Peterford is a gang member of Mr. Gary Loud. They failed to try to assault the house. And Peter Peterford can get the compensation from his insurance company, from the Gary Loud gave him, and this is real, the compensation money is from Chinese authority. So that's a lot of things. Yeah. It's very important the public to know this inspector report, inspector action, southeast seat, southeast the southeast seaports start. And the inspector finish report, submit to the Home Secretary in the February 2017. That I still illegal detained in the mental health hospital. On the 24th November 2016, pitiful landlord tried to open my room, but he couldn't because I fixed the ladder to switch on. And then they tried to persuade me to open the door, and the PC West said, "This is please PC West, open the door." I told him, "Do you have the warrant? If you have the warrant, yeah, from the bottom of the door, escape, yeah, give me, let me look, then I can open the door. If you haven't, sorry, I cannot open for you. I have the rights." And the PC West, they are come to my house about 2:30 afternoon, and they try to open the door at 3:00 p.m. They couldn't. I asked a warrant. Then PC West said they have to have the warrant. That's the law side. So the professional Dean, real Dean, REID DED, real Philip Dean, and the doctor Sanjadri. This Dr. Sanjadri is 3 times illegal hoax exam me, KeJi XU, who has a mental health problem. They went to the court, applied the court order, and wrote down is on the KeJi. Surname is XU. Let we see this guy why slowly stop try to burger to lesson. You see, it's a guideline as well. Okay. Sorry. We're back to November 24. The warrant, search out and remove Mr. the patient's, the warrant is not under my name. But they said this maybe is a mistake. Why? VI, JI, no difference. Yeah? But it's you. It's very different. Yeah? And Chinese ambassador, Madam Fu Ying, use this. Yeah? Assistant by the corruption politicians of the UK. They let the businessman Hong Wei Zhang, yeah, escaped from the bail of the UK's court, fly from the UK to China, and escaped the secret warrant issued by the USA American court to arrest him and to expatriate him from UK to the USA. But the Chinese ambassador, Madam Fu Ying, just say, this guy, yeah, let we see this too, especially for this guy, just come, passed away, and then they pretend, yeah, pass here to burger what I'm doing. This becomes the normal status every day. Even so, some beggars, yeah, beggars in the station, since I moved to the London, and the beggars right the hand up the cardboard, yeah, for appeal the money. And when they saw me finish work, suddenly put down the cardboard, yeah, play the card, then run away. Why? They are the informer of the gangster, yeah, to say, I'm back. The gangster can ambush me, yeah. So this is like the Hollywood film. Public cannot imagine this is reality around Mr KeJi XU. Sorry, let's way back to 24 November 2016. Okay, the warrant, the date is right. The time is amended 2 times. Yeah, they apply this court order is 17. Yeah, afternoon, 24 November. Let we see this couple is come back again. Yeah. Let's see what they try pretend.
And I remember this man said to me, when I first started smoking, I thought, yes, I can control it. Yeah, I'm going to keep bombing. And I always remember he said to me,
They pretend they're drunk. Also, you can see this car traffic, yeah, volume is big. People just You see the driver get past is more bigger than the main street, the highway. Sorry, let me back to 24 November 2016. The warrant time is from the 17th afternoon, 24 November 2016 to the (4:30) to the 4 o'clock. I meant 2 times. So in the ambulance, PC West told the crew I would be transferred to China, deported from UK to China. I have been shocked by this news. Then I immediately to hand up my biometric indefinite leave to remain residence permit card to him, and he checked it. He said, "Oh, this is new, recently." I said, "It's not recently. Yeah, it's issued on the 18th April. I got it by hand to me, my solicitor. Yeah, travel warning card." He checked it, and the crew, the female nurse, located. So they accompany me to the mental health hospital. That's the first time I meet the real Philip Dean. You see, this got the line as well. In my life, I never met him before, but he can accuse to examine me have the mental health problem. And Mr. Dean several times visited the ward to arrange the plot in the patients, among the patients, for attacked me, to let the police doctor teeth in, yeah, then sent me to the ethics. It's chairman and store ward in Essex, the professional hospital, mental health hospital. It's a real long story. Sometimes I cannot stop. We just brief say, yeah. And that day, PC West and the Dr. Williams, yeah, and my nurse, yeah, they knew this plot, and this plot is by the professor, the front line, yeah, is the head of the mental health hospital, CEO, chairman, and behind them is Professor Mark Rutherford, and he has been promoted to the quality inspector of the NHS by Jeremy Hunt. Jeremy Hunt is the key suspect of murder of Mr KeJi XU without tracing. His wife, Guo, yeah, Lucia Guo, is my teacher, who recruited me to study in the Warwick manufacturing group of the University of Warwick in 2006. Jeremy Hunt is behind by the Robert Murdoch. During that time, Robert Murdoch tried to Rupert Murdoch tried to deport me from the UK to China, so they sent the Jeremy Hunt, yeah, to approach the WMG and know his wife, girl, and then they married. And Jeremy Hunt's company, yeah, has bought the more value than the marketing value by the Australia, the one education company. This is behind by the Rupert Murdoch as well. So the Royal Bank of Scotland, the CEO, yeah, to take the position of the Bank of National Bank of the Australia is behind by Robert Murdoch as well. So this gives a vacancy, yeah, gives a vacancy. You see this guideline as well. To the Rose Allison, and later Rose Allison to do illegal action to assistant completing political intrigue of murder of KeJi XU without tracing. So this is a very big, long story. Robert Murdoch Star TV of Hong Kong is bought part of share by Shanghai Wenguang Group. This is behind Deputy President of China Zheng Qinghong in 2010 April is aim to deport me. Let the Home Office reject my application asylum. In 2013, yeah, they start to try to kill me, and the first time I illegal detained in the mental health hospital, and the second time in the July, I'm very moved by my MP, Jim Cunningham. He helped me. He state corruption towards me is go too far. Yeah, and detained me in the mental health hospital. He questioned them and appealed to release me. The Jim Cunningham is a great member of the parliament in the UK. They approached Jim Cunningham by the Labour leader, ID Miliband. Yeah, ID Miliband is supported by the Jim Cunningham become the leader and beat his brother, yeah, David Miliband. The David Miliband is Zheng Qinghong, yeah, his friend. And Zheng Qinghong invited him to speech in the Beijing University on the 5th May 2009, when they robbed my business, Zhengzhou Mifeng Paper Making Limited. So even ID Miliband, yeah, approached Jim Cunningham MP, but Jim Cunningham still, yeah, and question because I'm his constitute. So that's meaning I would be escaped from mental health hospital. And Zheng Qinghong of the Shanghai Wenguang group bought all the share, yeah, about the TV of Hong Kong. And this is a second deal, the Rupert Murdoch, to behind remove me from the UK to China, because this TV is much more, yeah, paid than the marketing volume. This is the whole story. They have the many things, like the Guo Wengui Guo, maliciously cloaking, the alien name. They pin video the CEO of the GSK, the pharmacy drug maker of the China branch, and let George Osborne invoice to rescue them and meet the Chinese Premier Chang-li, who is the key role of rubber Zhengzhou Mifeng paper-making factory. There is a lot of the story. So we have to back to the November 2016. 24, I have been detained. Yeah, there is a lot of the plot set up. I would be died there. The two things, one is transfer my corpse. I died in the mental health hospital. This is not the priority's purpose. Yeah, the priority aim is let me get ills, need to see the doctor, harmed by the patients, or the poison me by the staff, yeah, nurse and the doctors, and then they can use the accused to transfer me, yeah, transfer me to the I6. I was very careful. In the next day, I complained to security, so they registered. And they sent the outsourcing, the nursing worker in my ward, and borrow another nurse from another ward to work there. It's the dual role, yeah? You cannot identify who would be take responsibility because all the temporary staff. They use the outsourcing, repair, painting, clear hygiene, the gangster pretend or maybe actually work in this those company and try to open my door, and the covered by the ward manager Rebecca. So many things. And one day in that Christmas, and my chair, yeah, they sequence change to the one, have the pin, yeah, up, yeah, to the seat. This is the nail, yeah, maybe have the poison. I don't know, but I just report this, and the one nurse I know, the man, and he was very sad because he feels he is failed. You can see this is a traffic, yeah. It's very big, yeah. You see, the many cars passed. If you think this Christmas day morning, yeah, how those things can, yeah, what is those people going, yeah? Normally they are the finish pub, they are the sleep, yeah. So that's why in the beginning, all the golden line, yeah. When I was moved to the London in the April, when I get out, every morning and the evening when I back, in the middle night, I can see the Golden Line car, the taxi, it's a different number. They pretend to pick up someone. I just think, what's the Golden Line? Then I know it's the taxi. Those is the registration number. Some is second time or third time I saw in this day from the yesterday. So, sorry, let's way back to the November, yeah, in the mental health hospital. The worker, the chief constable Martin Jelly, and the deputy constable Karen Man, they are promote this position for cover the Theresa May corruption, Prime Minister Theresa May's corruption scandal for modeling. Those can confirm, yeah. This can confirm, yeah. This can confirm that Theresa May is more skills, yeah, more super skills than the President Trump. Trump just the one call and get the impeach. But the Theresa May did a lot of the wrongdoing and hold the Jeremy Corbyn through the indirect approach by the politicians of the Communist Party. Yeah. So let we see. This guy, yeah, is back here. Yeah. Let we see this golden line. You see? Golden line. Yeah? The golden line. That's the first taxi I know in the UK. Long story. I don't know. Okay, let me go back to the mental health hospital. Martin Jelly, yeah, Martin Jelly is in charge of the investigate in the Southampton police forces about the one Chinese family murdered. He's traveled to China a lot of times, and it's a go between the Chinese gangster police and the UK Theresa May and the gangsters. So I complained him that a lot of the incidents. That's why the party Padal, yeah, and set up, they deband the alliance with Mercy police forces, because I haven't died. When they, separate these two police forces, then the data about I report the instance would be missing. This is the Theresa May always used the techniques for murder KeJi XU without tracing. So this is the inspector report. The meaning, the February, submit to the Home Secretary. Why is haven't published and improve? Because they waiting, they waiting to get the chance to deport me illegally from UK to China. This when I work into the Leytonstone as a coffin, and it is 8th July 2017, and 5 days later, and they publish this report. You can find this report online, and see this guy, it's tall, you see, golden line. See, golden line, you see. You see, this Christmas, those guys probably drink the alcohol, and then, in the morning Christmas day, like I have the special circumstance, and they look at me. This is the normal status. The Prime Minister Boris Johnson have the super skills for illegal doings than the Theresa May. On the 23rd, Margarita died. It is 23rd October 2019 in the garage, Essex. This is tragedy. I'm very sad about this. I appeal in the 2014, appeal the Prime Minister David Cameron and George Osborne don't harm innocent. It's just aimed to me. That article is published in my Google Plus, and now the Google Plus is removed. So they have the many superpower through the secret deal with President Trump, and the President Trump used my dice to go to the state, exchange for the state visit of the UK. And 2 times President Trump, Donald Trump, came to the UK out the death gate of Mr KeJi XU. This is the same scenario. David Cameron invited Obama to state visit the UK in the April 2016. With the my indefinite leave remain shattered. And this surface is to save the corruption Prime Minister Theresa May. But in the dark side, they install the Russia gangster, Romania gangster, and Iran gangster smuggling become my housemates. They try to kill me or harm me, and assisted by the Polish intelligence and the gangsters, they are together. And assisted by my ex-girlfriend, Wei Honghu, and she took the 2 kitchen knives, said to her restaurant, and the polished it. Actually, the gangster worry when they fighting to me. And there is many scenarios, all identified by me. So, this 23rd, the Margarita, dies that day, and 2 young guys, and chase me to let me, into the eyes of the gangster who can attack me, so the before in the 29th September, and the Iran spy Reno, he announced, when I talking to him, he said, I'm run the business on the working girls. I asked him whose side, and he said, I'm the run the working girl here. And after the conversation with him, I wrote down the notes. This is not the joke. This is the key side about the next illegal action. Golden line. You see this car is circled several times. Sometimes they are the one by one. Sometimes they together. And when the gangster have the illegal action, those cars all are missing. You cannot see them. So let's way back to the 23rd October 2019. The Iran spy, the first side give me. It's a clear side, identified. And before, when I was working in the Leytonstone restaurant, and the Shanghai, the Business Association, they run the prostitute business near the Leytonstone. And the boss, Miss Ge, from Anhui, and She is the partner of Mr. Gao Xiang, yeah, the head of the Shanghai Business Association. They set up two businesses to run the massage. And my boss, Mr. Yan Lingjing, lured me and to go there. I never have paid the sex in my life. So there's a lot of the things, yeah. They try to take this plot, a dirty attack at Mr KeJi XU. In the 2017 Christmas, and my boss, Yan Lingjing, said, "Oh, the Home Office know you here." I told him, it's not as now. When I start working, it is July 2017. They knew I'm here. It's not just now. It's the 2017 Christmas. They knew. Yeah. So I'm not worried. Yeah. I use this is real. Yeah. The indefinite leave card. Even so, they behind my solicitor, Trevor Warrenham, yeah, and the erase destroy all the documents about my immigration history, and the card is abnormal with the standard one, yeah, because this is 8 years, 8 months, 4 days. So that meaning in Chinese culture is bye-bye your life. But I haven't died during that time, right? I stayed in the conference before submit my bundle to the Home Office. Is number 8 chambers. Yeah, Stephen counsel. Stephen is the head of the number 8 chambers. The burst is very famous in the West Midland, Birmingham. And he questioned me. You said, yeah, the Chinese Premier Li, Qin Hongzheng, and the top politicians, they try to kill you, hunt you. But now you accusation the David Cameron, Prime Minister, and the Home Secretary, Theresa May, yeah, they hunt you, they try to kill you. So how can they ground your indefinite leave to remain? I told him, yeah, I told Stephen, I'm protected by the law, the greatest UK law. Yeah, it's not the politician, it's not the Prime Minister David Cameron and the Home Secretary Theresa May. Right? It's by the UN Refugee Human Rights Convention. So I paid the £1,000 to him. He just tried to set her up. Yeah, the trap, and order to withdraw some of the key documents and put the different order, instruct my solicitor Trevor Warningham. Yeah, and when I was my solicitor Trevor Warningham get his office in the Birmingham, and Trevor state we should be withdraw those in line with the council's consultation. I told the Trevor, don't do it. Yeah, so I can identify, yeah, the Stephen is the killer of Mr KeJi XU. Because his consultation is kill me. I just paid the £1,000 to identify him. My barrister is a worker in his company number 8 Chambers. I instructed him, don't talking to anyone. Yeah, when I find the stranger things around me in the first tier immigration and asylum tribunal in the Solihull, in the store as a cell of we have the conference, I told him, and in his office I instruct him again, including his senior partners and the head of the number 8 chambers. If he talking to someone, he should be immediately to inform me. Yeah. And if at that time have no opportunity to inform me afterwards, he should be informed me. But I never get informed from him. He talking to the Stephen, the Mr. Hardley, yeah, and left the number 8 chambers and promote to the Christian bishop. This is Theresa May use the technical, and they found the favorite of my barrister Hardley. So they use another way and left. That my parents don't help me further. So that's the Iran's guy, spy, yeah. That's my boss, Yan Lingjing, is alarmed me. Yeah, his words alarmed me. The illegal, the dirty attack. The dirty attack for the illegal deported me always stand on the front. Yeah, always stand on the front. So it's very interesting, you know. In the 20 April 2019, this year, and my boss Yan Lingjing shouted to me and smashed the plate 2 times and tried to scare me. And he also sprayed the chemical, yeah, around my feet in the bar, try to kill me. Many things I cannot say more details, but if I get the chance, yeah, this detail would be remain in the earth for avoid another person who not got this dilemma cracking circumstance. I don't know. The UK's politician, especially for the Prime Minister Boris Johnson, they use the third countries as gangsters and the intelligence, especially for the Russia, GRU, and the Mossad, Israel. The party Patel have the meeting with Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, is secret to talking about ask Mossad to join the murder of KeJi XU without tracing as a political intrigue. And Theresa May, yeah, fair. The party Patel is for the promotion to current circumstance. You see this guy, yeah? When he come, I take the video, you see? The lights becomes dark. You know? This government, yeah, Prime Minister Boris Johnson, assist the gangster. This is clear the case example about this. Sometimes, yeah, for assisting illegal surveillance mean, they can increase the lights, yeah. So later we're talking about Mossad in that case. In the Finchley Road, Swiss Cottage, the Camden Council, there have the NW3. It's Jewish, the cultural center. The most of the Jewish, they live in the Camden, Finchley. So there's a lot of the things. I know the Jewish. Is a lot of the Mossad. They came to the restaurant, and I talking to them, especially for the one man with his daughter have the lunch in the Leytonstone restaurant. I told him, Mossad, to join this action for murder of KeJi XU without trace is injustice. It's not they fly to the Australia. No, not Australia, Argentina. Is Royce to catch the nuts, secret transfer to the Israel, because this nuts is murdered all the Jews. They are the criminal. But I'm the victim. I'm the corruption. The hard evidence of Chinese Premier and the Prime Minister Theresa May, Prime Minister David Cameron, and Robert Murdoch, and Li Ka-shing, the Chinese top businessman, Li Jiacheng, the Hong Kong. So this guy, I'm talking to her after I showed the evidence, and he's very sad, and he's probably, failed, and he never come to the restaurant again. And my landlord, for Zhang, is from my hometown, Zhengzhou City. They opened the restaurant called the Panda Disa in the high street of the Leytonstone of the UK. And she is the second-hand landlord. The real landlord is Jewish, and all the maintenance, repair, all the Jewish. I took the picture and questioned the agent. The agent company, I don't know, but maybe it's Jewish inside, or policy inside. So that's Mossad action. When I read the BBC Chinese to report the Mossad this is Chinese, okay? Yeah. The Mossad made all the village become the spy pole. But yeah, this is a reality. Yeah, during that time, I never think the Wormwood Road, 97, the Wormwood Road, Leytonstone, the postcode E11, 1AP, is a pole of the spy and the gangsters. Okay, but the clear side is the construction and the decoration. Painting it never stops throughout the street since I live in the 27 April 2017. So, for example, like this winter, yeah, if you around the city of the London, every street you can see the real have the construction because this is the cold season of the construction. The work is the bottom of the construction work. But in Wormwood Street, around there, a lot of, especially for the Thames water, yeah. This is the big share by the Li Kaixin, Chinese wash businessman Li Jiacheng, and China investment group, yeah. They are the main shareholder of this, and even so, they installed the gangster try to kill me in the 2018. So the lot of the clue and a lot of the credible evidence to prove this. That's the Mossad, yeah, and this is the Potipato, and the Theresa May, they play the game, yeah, and they pretend they have no the good relationship. Actually, it's cover up the corruption and how they ask the Mossad to join to kill me. Yeah. Also, it's very interesting is another Russia. Yeah. President Putin and behind this. Yeah. And my boss, the Domino Pizza's manager, Andrew Bo, he's my friend. I found him the last month, and he said his new girlfriend is in Russia. Then I shocked, yeah, because after this lunch, this is after lunch, this model of KeJi XU without tracing, the clear tracing is they try to find who are behind to seeking the consultant and help me, and because they believe this lot of the things is not the one person is a bad man in the intelligence, is a bad man have no knowledge about how to the gangster running and the intelligence operation. So the Andrew Boss' new girlfriend is Russia, and Andrew Boss told me, yeah, and the Maxim, another my friend, the manager, and recruited me and work in the Stratford upon Avon, the branch, Maxim company. And he with his girlfriend, Chinese girlfriend, and now he's working in China. So this is a very big trap, and Clear Tracy makes a very great contribution and waste a lot of the UK's taxpayers' money. You see, this all this car and they around here probably have to be paid, yeah, because this is a capitalism society. No money, and they cannot like the Christmas, they just around here probably paid the double or triple times fee. That's like I have no access to the lawyer, only traps. That's the Theresa May inflection. When she failed in the first tier tribunal, I think in the beginning, the Theresa May and Boris Johnson never think Mr KeJi XU is normally folk, just easily to murder them. But now they feel it's hard. Then the kill the Russia spy in the UK. They are near the 18, now probably 20. The spy and the suppressed died in the UK. That's the case repeated. It is the case of Mr KeJi XU. The Alexander they killed in the 2005. And this spy, yeah, and ground his the UK nationality. 18 days or 1 week, he murdered. So this is the repeat the scenario on my case in the April 2016. That's why is alarm me for vigilant about my safety in the UK. You have to appreciate the UK has the greatest law system, and they, Theresa May, Prime Minister Boris Johnson, and they made this very big current project, secret political triangle. Because they care about the reputation of the UK, the human rights history, got the name again. The BX normally is Birmingham. Please use the plate. And just you see this one is BX plate, maybe is before is used to the policeman. The Theresa May elect the money to the Birmingham forces to procure the equipment for severance me and completing the murder of KeJi XU without tracing. When I moved London, and Theresa May order those van and sell to the London Metropolitan Police. This is how reality about the UK's politicians. They care the money, how they treasure the money. Because every spending they should be through the parliament. So for the third country, sent the gangster or the activities, spy operation in the UK, they have to pay. And this is through the international aider, yeah, in International Development Department. And Prime Minister Boris Johnson is now planning to cancel this department. And the Jeremy Corbyn and the appeal don't cancel it. But he didn't know. Jeremy Corbyn didn't know Prime Minister Boris Johnson is you see, two care home. That one, this one. So this is they use the money for asking people to do it. Yeah. A lot of the Muslim and the Turkish, and they take the 24 hours surveillance. Like this one, this old one, yeah? This old one is same, yeah? And we let it, so the International Development Department of the Prime Minister Boris Johnson cabinet, they use this money, yeah, to make the aid to third country from South Africa, yeah. But they see this guy. This is the number. You never think this is the 007, but actually the work for the 007. Or maybe work for the Muslims Association, or I don't know. It's beyond my knowledge. This Christmas morning, you see, those cars just stay sitting, golden line. You see, golden line. So the demand the international development department is clean tracing of murder of KeJi XU as well. So Jeremy Corbyn didn't know. Jeremy Corbyn should be hold the current government into account, but contrary is Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Prime Minister Theresa May, and hold him, hold the Jeremy Corbyn, yeah, to what he can do, what he cannot do, through the direct approach and the indirect approach. Indirect approach for Communist Party through the businessman or agent approach Jeremy Corbyn's address and approach Jeremy Corbyn's wife's country, and then influence him for approval and assistance as a model of KeJi XU. That's in the next day of 24 November 2016 and 25 November 2016, I talking to the Jeremy Corbyn's secretary, Jules McDonald, and he told me they never received any my letter. But he stated to another people, they help me to get my immigration state. This is not the truth. They never, including the Jim Cunningham. In the beginning, he helped Jim Cunningham, he helped me. But in the immigration, he said he cannot. Let the court decide. He don't want to involved. But Jim Cunningham is a very, very graced member of the parliament, because he worked tireless and treasure his constitution, and he never walk away for saving the constitution. But this time's general election, and let him step down, is very sad. And sent another Muslim girl, young lady, and not the, non-shuttle the MP in the country south. This is clear tracing. Is the evidence Jeremy Corbyn approved my death. That's I wrote the article. Jeremy Corbyn's leadership is only the fail. Is only the fail. Is only the fail. the general election, let the Labour Party lost huge seats in this general election because Jeremy Corbyn lost his leadership since 24 November 2016. And that illegal deported and murder 39 Margarita is approved by the Jeremy Corbyn. Yeah? If Jeremy Corbyn hold the conservative government into account, they cannot do this. So that's the democracy. Yeah. This is something like the China. You see, this is the Chinese face guy. Maybe Korea, maybe Japan. You never know. So the Jeremy Corbyn, for his life, he is worker tireless for human rights. But when he got this position, he forgot his fault, his root, where he was. He lost this general election is not a surprise. Yeah, in the beginning, Jeremy Corbyn tried to hold the Prime Minister Boris Johnson into account to stop no deal access out of the European. But Prime Minister Boris Johnson have the super persuasive skills. Through the internal, the senior politicians, the aiders of the Jeremy Corbyn, the Labour Party, and persuade him to agree this general election. It's a total fail. And he lied, Jeremy Corbyn, where put the human rights, like the children in the color, who has the relatives in the UK, and the UK government will accept them to shuttle. But now, the new parliament, they refused. They delete. Withdraw this term, and also they said that the European can vote this general election, but also hasn't passed this bill in the parliament. So that's I said, yeah. Jeremy Corbyn's manifesto of the general election is total opposite the demand of the public. It is over middle level and the middle level class, the social state. The over middle class, they must have the own business, but Jeremy Corbyn plan to increase the tax for them. And the bottom work class people, they hate they hate the immigration from the East European and grab their jobs and affect their lifestyle. So they demand to reduce migration. But Jeremy Corbyn has no idea. It's a great trouble about the leadership have no clear stance to support Brexit or support Remain. This is a fail. It's ridiculous. The Labour senior politician, even couple, and she is the key suspect of murder of KeJi XU for assistant Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Party Patel. She is the chairwoman of the Home Office Affairs Committee of the House of the Commons. When I complained to her in the October, and they deliberate to response after the 5th November, the Parliament dissolution. So they said now have no MP, so my case just like the Dominic Stock Bridge, and this guy haven't refused to tell me how long he worked in the secretary. And first, he is from the financial committee. Yeah? The financial committee is of the House of Commons is the priorities. You see, this guy, stand there. And they try to so probably from the Javed, Saji Javed, or the Philip Hammond. So those is successor of the Osborne, George Osborne. So Osborne. So those is their power is heavier than others, than other ministers. So the Dominic Stock Bridge from there, and have to trade. Have been trained and instructed how to dealing with me. So he wrote a lot of the things, nothing. This is like the David Cameron response my letter. It is 12 December 2010. This is a lot of things, and they teaching my boss Yan Mingjing wrote the same letter. First side I identify. He has no this writing skills about this. I questioned him, and then they order Yan Mingjing to stop to exchange the message to me, because a lot of the a lot of the mistake like the uncover the trail. You see, this guy, this Chinese face 2 times around here, yeah. You know, this is not the free. So the Dominic Stock Bridge, yeah, is try to cover the event couple who assisted murder of KeJi XU without tracing. He stated the Home Affairs Committee have no the case reference number. I questioned them how this is leadership come from, yeah. How can efficiency to administrate to manage the Home Affairs business? That's why they let the conservative Home Secretary Prati Patel have the big power, can do what she wants, and then they can increase the power and push the Labour Party fail. Yeah, this golden line, I believe. You see, this car I saw last night. Yeah, follow me many times in the previous history. They may be sad. They work this area. This is just how they use gangsters locally. Yeah, everyone has the excuse. Yeah, have the reason. This is without tracing. That's I told the nurse, my nurse, responsible nurse in the 3rd times mental health hospital. They said, can kill me easily. But why? I said, because they have to make sure no tracing. Without tracing is a priority to murder of KeJi XU. This is a big political intrigue. We talking about the Jeremy Corbyn. We talking about the international development. So yes, in the 23rd, yeah, that day, the 2 men, yeah, chased me out to let me work into the side of the gangster who are hunting me. And the Essex police, I reported to them about my insurance, about the swapped cover, how they dodge. And I asked them to request, request them to investigate association with this number state. See, this is 20 miles, but this guy drives so fast because this is a gangster. It's normally becomes a normal around me. This is just, disturb you, affect you, what you are doing. Okay, so we can go back 23rd. I think please announce those 39 Margaret are the Chinese. Then the Chinese ambassador, Xiaoming Liu, and stay this position since 2010 February. When the Chinese ambassador made the great contribution to have the gangster attacked me, attempt illegal deported me from UK to China by the ambassador Madam Fu Ying, promote to the Vice Minister, Deputy Minister of Chinese Foreign Affairs Ministry. So Xiaoming Liu assisting successor this position until now. He is the longest server. The post is abnormal. Normally 4 years finish, they have to change to another country because this is a dilemma situation. Because the Xiaoming Liu have the corruption connection with those politicians and the gangsters. When he gone, they have to rebuild. Yeah? And I'm still alive. So that's why the only reason he serves longest as the ambassador of the UK. So you see, this guy is the second time secret. So the Xiaoming Liu Twitter, and in the first side, he donated this 39 margarita, may not the Chinese. This is a proof. Premier KeJi and Xiaoming Liu and the joint decision with corruption, Prime Minister Boris Johnson, to murder this 39 margarita. You haven't investigated how you know this is not the Chinese, right? But in reality, in contrary and ethics, yeah, they insist they are Chinese. And this is the political intrigue to murder these 39 people, used a similarly attempted to illegal deport me in 2011, and this lorry is Karen Baxter, yeah, as a brook between the gangster and the official, bought this lorry. So we can assume properly in the beginning, yeah, and they made the decision about this plot is murder 39 Chinese. But this can show the Chinese ambassador Xiao Mingliu have the little bit heart, hasn't murdered his own people, yeah, and murder another country, Vietnamese. This plot is executed by the Xinhua News Agency European branch, the head of the European branch, Mr. Huang, and the UK's branch, the Zheng Qiugu, the head of the Xinhua News Agency. So for this plot, Zheng Qiugu, Gu Zhengqiu, visited the Brazil. This Addison Lee, the taxi, is another illegal non forces to silence me, as I always saw it. So Zheng Qiugu visited Brazil and they arranged this plot. So that's why the Essex police, even so, the Vietnamese victims, they contact the BBC and state their relatives, sisters, sent the message in this lorry. They believe they died among this 39 Margaret. But the Essex police hold the conference and they state, don't let the public speculation about the nationality of those died Margaret's. They couldn't cover, and the Essex police said the part of the 39 Margaret are Chinese. Yeah, they continue try to plot this. After I contact the Home Affairs Committee to report Prime Minister Boris Johnson, Priti Patel, and Sir Mark Sedwill as the murderer of this 39 Margaretas with credible evidence. Then Essex police announced 39 Margaret as a Vietnamese. So this is sent aside, and the dirty talk from Mr KeJi XU, who is part of a global traffic prostitute ring, failed. But they start another plot. Those new plots you never imagine, yeah, is try to fund unaccused to let the police doctor teeth in and for first time illegal detain me in the mental health hospital, then illegal killed me. All negligence, all accident, man-made. It's beyond my knowledge, but I'm happy. Today is Christmas Day. I'm still alive. I don't know. Between now until the 15th March, what would be happen on me? I really don't know. But you have to cracking survive, right? Even so, I announced, stated the premise many times. Yeah, I just want, as the normally folk, to survive only. I don't want to claim the compensation from the UK government. I care, I treasure the reputation about the UK human rights reputation. I can forget everything happened in China. I can forget everything happened in the UK. I just want, as the normal folk, to survive. In 2011, 2012, 2013, 3 times I request this to my Vice Chancellor, Nigel Farage. And he got his peerage because he made the contribution to model of KeJi XU. But he, Nigel Farage, has a little bit heart. And when I stop forcibly to stop my study, PhD as my dream, and Nigel Farage, doesn't want to help personally any further to cancel or the erase my study history in the and the worker history in the worker university. That's why they launched the campaign to let him step down. And many protests and the instance and aired by the press in the dominant world media. So ask him to force him to step down. And current the Vice Chancellor's role is identified. He makes hoax the data in my study and work history, and I coded the work university and the uni times 12 December 2019, and to confirm, yeah, what's happened there is confirm because my live history in the UK, the Warwick University is a big stuff. I was living there since October 2006 until September 2013. So 7 years, yeah. I was studying and working there. So I asked the many top politicians in the world, let me survive, but it's not the case. People love this earth, love this world. When they know they would be, their life would be cut down, don't know how to say, especially for me. CIA, MI5, MI6, Mossad, GRU, all the top intelligence, including Japan and the South Korea, many, yeah, and Africa, Nigeria, Congo, Jamaica. Oh, if I give you more details, probably they spend the holidays this Christmas. I don't know how I escaped to survive, still alive today. And the international, yeah, the 5 country, Russia, China, UK, and USA, and they all agreed, order to my death. The Germany Chancellor Angela Merkel is the break, joint decision among the Prime Minister Boris Johnson and the Chinese Premier to sentence my death out of the land of laws. And Chancellor Angela Merkel is from the Chinese Premier at the 5th September 2019, before she visited China to decide stolen all my house stuff, including used pants, socks, used shoes, everything. This is inside the job because the Malaysia gangster Wang Fei Gary and Fu Zhang Fu and Wu Yanfang, Wu. There's 5 housemates. They haven't lost anything, but only my things clear. This is a clear tracing about the murder of KeJi XU. This I report to the ethics police. They assigned the number, criminal log number is 0056 30 September 2019. And this matter, policing staff, probably from Nigeria, I didn't know, but the accent like this. And she worked the ethics police and the metropolitan police when I called the Metropolitan Police to report, it's a matter of the law. The Dan Christine Deck sent the 10 police to approach me to check assisting the gangster to murder of KeJi XU. It is 16 November 2019. And this is the madam policing staff sitting in the Metropolitan police control room, and she refused to give me her call number, and just state his name. Her name is Lisa, but I recognize her voice. So that's a lot of the things you never imagine, because as Prime Minister Boris Johnson stated, he has absolute power to deal with this. Anyway, Mr KeJi XU stated, my promise to survive only and can cooperate with the UK's instruction if let me survive. And also, Chinese authority, they have the anything, inquiry about me. They come through the UK's politicians, Prime Minister Boris Johnson, to question me. I can give the trustworthy answer, because this is just my hope. I know it's not the case, but I can state this still effective. You see, the democracy country and the dictatorship of the country, all request order my death. So how can I survive? The 5 countries not sure, the friends, but I'm sure, the friends, they illegal intercept my mobile. When I take the mobile pronounce the word's pronunciation, they not speak the English, they speak French. That's the meaning. The French intelligence, they are the illegal to surveillance me. This can be sure. This is very, very strange. They speak French. It's not the English. And also the Google, Facebook, Twitter. If I get the code, they sent the code, security code should be, should be from the owner, like the Google themselves, but this security code sent from the third country. not from the UK. The number sender is 0038, and one times my network 3 UK network mobile from the CEO office, Jack, and she asked me, yeah, and she phoned me is from the France. The number is 0033 something. Yeah. So I don't know how the Macron, the French president, he involved my case. I don't know, but I think the murder of KeJi XU is the co-job among the top gangsters of the world. They know this is the political intrigue. It's dangerous for them. So a lot of the gangs, including Italy, Sicily, gangs, become my housemates, and they withdraw. So I stayed. My permit is still effective until my death. I'm thank you, very appreciative for the Queen, and she replied 3 times about my request, and I appreciate the grace UK's law. I appreciate the UK's democracy system. That's why they make unbelievable project and spent the huge money, the taxpayer, by the Chinese authority, Chinese premier, Chinese ambassador Xiao Mingliu, and Prime Minister Boris Johnson, Poti Patel, and Dominic Raab, and Matter Hancock. See, this is the golden line. Okay. I wish everyone have a nice Merry Christmas. Yeah? Merry Christmas for you, for the world. I'm happy today, enjoy today, and still alive. This is Mr KeJi XU in the London. Thank you. Bye-bye.